Hello everyone, I'm Kako Crisci. Welcome back to my channel. Let's start with a moment of silence, please. Thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you for you who left a heartwarming message for me. It means a lot. Thank you. I feel be motivated to do a video today, and I will keep on doing it as long as one of you say, hey, I need your information. I need to learn more about it. I will do it. And as you know, I'm one of you, just like you, a normal person. We are challenging this journey is tough and lonely. For a long time, I was struggle with it. Even today, it's hard to be concentrated, to keep on journey going on. So you wonderful, heartwarming messages are greatly appreciated. Thank you. It pushed me going forward. For learning Chinese, okay, someone say you like a jade or you like a Chinese art, you must have to learn Chinese. I tell you, it's not necessary. You don't need to learn Chinese to understand the beauty of the art, especially for Neolithic art, the true beauty of the Chinese culture. You don't need to learn Chinese because the reality in this world is not many researchers have been done about this civilization we lost already. And what you could find is empire state of those Chinese culture. From what I see is decayed, nothing to compare on the beauty-wise, on religion, on human mind side-wise. Nothing can be compared with this area, especially Longshan Jade area. This the Jade Age is such beautiful. For Chinese, I share you one story. I have a son. When he was small, I tried to teach him Chinese as all those Chinese mom would do for their children. And then after quite a while struggle, I saw him left behind by his peers. So I say, okay, finally I realized as a parent, it's not easy to teach your own child. So I decided to send him in our local school on the weekend to learn Chinese. So on this open ceremony day, I went to there on the big stadium. A lot of the parents, kids there, and the school hosted the open ceremony. I just feel suddenly I'm in the wrong place. And I don't want my son to get affected, learn this kind of a thing by this environmental. I don't want him grow up in the surrounding like I used to be, I grew up with. I struggled, I got out of there. I don't want to put him back in. So I withdraw him and the school refused to give me money back. They say the school already started, and even the first day, you don't know why we can't teach you some better. And well, anyway, I thought about it. It's worth it. I'd rather throw away the first semester tuition than put him in that surrounding. I don't want it. And later on, the more and more I learned Chinese culture through Jade. Eventually, I totally stopped him to learn Chinese, to take a Chinese class in his school. Honestly, there's not much thing you can learn. Our culture, I mean the Chinese culture, we already went on 3,000 years as this way. Unfortunately, is a crippled culture. Many of you may know this abandoned feet culture, that image. Hu Shi, the philosophist in the 20th century, he once said, that's the Chinese culture. And a lot of people don't agree. This culture ran for thousands of years, must have something more than that. Unfortunately, I have to admit it. If you see, if like Hu Shi has saw, the culture is abandoned feet, that's the appearance on woman's body. But I tell you, that reflected the mindset of the man in Chinese, abandoned feet. That's the image. This is the long story. I will gradually show what I discovered. I'm glad you don't understand Chinese. You are not affected by that kind of mindset. That's the reason I decided to post on my YouTube in English instead of Chinese. I believe the English and other language speaking people will have a better open mindset to appreciate this ancient art than originally the Chinese speaking Chinese people. This is already going on for thousands of years, not only by the system, they force people thinking about it that way, and also by the general mindset of the people living there. That's what I keep on telling myself. The original book I wrote for my son in English because he only understands English. And for the YouTube, I think one day my son or my grandson, they want to learn Jade, they have to come to here. I have been researching a lot. I studied a lot. That's the way to do. I remember someone said 90% of everything is a crap. This thing also affect in this Jade field academic study. That's the truth, and this is the way the world is built. So we can't be discouraged. We have to go through the 90%, the 100%. I try to read as much as I can, and find the 10% or less has a sparkle, has a soul in there. And then I chew on their words one by one, page by page, line by line. And if someone say, oh, your book is not easy to read, I totally agree, because because I'm not writing them for entertaining, to make a fun thing out of it. I'm giving out a serious knowledge about this Jade culture, this Jade history. Of course, it's not easy to read. If anyone you want to prepare read my book, you'd better prepare yourself. It's not easy because I chew on all those expert words, and I think you can trust me and translate their knowledge into my book. The more study I do, the more sometimes scary I got. I feel thrilled. I feel heavy duty on me, and I kind of guided people onto a wrong way, but I didn't understand those researchers, professors' book correctly. And I don't want decades later people say, oh God, she guided us to a dead end road. No, that I don't want to do. So I have been very seriously do my research and chew on their words one by one, line by line, page by pages. So I think, yes, step on the stepstone I paved here, and use this identification method, you will learn how to build knowledge on your own in this field. I'm not only show you the beauty piece by piece here. Through those piece by piece, I want you to grab the idea of what I want to say and what I read about it, and you will use this knowledge on your own jade to conform it, to correct it, to improve it. That's how knowledge should be built on. That's how jadeology should be built on. Unfortunately, Chinese, in the Chinese-speaking surrounding, they don't have this mindset. They don't have this philosopher mindset. They don't know how to build knowledge. There's no surprise. We have been in this depressed situation since the Zhou dynasty, since the Confucius, that the teaching dominated Chinese society. So what we can do? Started from here, one piece by one piece, we will build jadeology together. Okay, let's start for today. I show you this second piece. From the material, this is the Lantian jade, like the same with the piece I showed you last time, just a different color. You still can see this splashed wings. That's the character, even including this wide splash. That's the original jade grew into it, not a stem. This is the jade material they used in the western side of Longshan culture. So get yourself familiar with it, and I will keep on showing you a few more pieces. You can get a good understanding. This is not the greenish like yesterday I showed you. You see this brown greenish, and same. See how similar inside? This part is thicker, so you see less. And then for stains, they don't have much. Once in a while, you will find some not so visible. But for patina, by this age, they have those wonderful oily lusters on the top, including inside. You see how smooth they are? In this narrow place, the same effort, the polished inside is much, much better than the outside. And when you look at this piece, you better to look at it under the different lighting and the different direction. You will see how this flat-looking surface is not really flat. That's the way to tell, even the modern day, today, when people make this flat, how they make? They will put on the machine. Machine will grind it off for you. That's the easy way to make. But for the ancient time, they use a stone slab to groove out, inch by inch, little by little to groove out. And then the result is, you see the surface? You see how they groove it out of a flat. Even at the final stage, they might put a piece of a stone slab here to groove out flat, but you still see under this flatness, the dent here, there. Your finger can tell it, and by the different lighting, you can see it. And this is the thing for modern people kind of duplicated. Ask yourself, how could a modern machine, modern people use a modern technology to duplicate this surface? It's impossible. Okay, and so here, you see how this grew out. This is also is the character of the Western side. In Deng Shuping's book, she mentioned in her research paper, she mentioned in the Western side, those originally used wire to groove out this section in Longshan Jade, you will see, or even in Liangzhu Jade, you will see those rounded curve by the wire to groove out. That's the tool mark you want to see on the western side of jade. I will find another piece to show you better this tool mark. Okay. So into your knowledge, you will see how they groove out this surface. You want to see those softly curved line. This is the line groove out by stone slab. They have a different tool mark, although not easy to see on this piece. I will show you next time. Okay, we went to through jade material and the stain, patina, the design, the flat. You see the rounded this side, inside well polished. Don't you think they have a purpose to do this? Instead of, if the modern day people will grow this, make you pure flat, you want to feel this nicely, softly rounded edge. Again, this kind of edge is just impossible. It's too difficult to duplicate it by the modern technology, modern machine tools. And also say backward, that's the way you should look at you, Jade, to help you to identify their age. Okay, let's close out for today here. Keep on study, one piece by one piece. I appreciate that you read my book. It's full of knowledge, full of the knowledge all those Chinese scholars, including Japanese scholars, have done so far. I will keep on updated my knowledge and share with you. We need a lot of mind, lot of heart to put this project together to save Jade. Honestly, I don't see much hope for the Chinese scholar to build up a Jadeology. That's the mindset, that's the system problem there. You give them 50 years, they're still there. It's not easy to change people's mindset. So to protect the Jade, this task, build knowledge about Asian Jade, to save Asian Jade, I think it's mainly on us, non-Chinese speaking Jade lovers, scholars, and researchers. Let's work together. Thank you. Let's close out by moment of silence, please. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next time.